A new exhibit launching at the Seattle Art Museum today. Joyce J. Scott is a multidisciplinary artist from Baltimore, where she is well known and beloved. The New York Times recently dubbed her the Queen of Baltimore. Sam is celebrating her with a 50-year retrospective called Walk a Mile in My Dreams, and it's the largest and most comprehensive look at her career to date. Joyce joins me now. Thank you for being here and looking fabulous.
Thank you, and that's Joyce Goonie Scott.
You're an icon. I can already tell this is going to be so fun. Before we get to your work, what does it mean to you to be looking back at 50 years of your incredible work?
Well, it's a revelation that I actually lived that long and have been successful as an artist. When I was 24, I said, that's it. I'm not working for anyone. And I started on this road to being an artist who only makes art. My mother, Elizabeth Caldwell Talfer Scott, was also an artist. And we bought a house, and we had studios in the house, and I just worked. I realized that I could actually be that dream.
Wow.
That I actually could have it, live it, and get new ones. So I just kept aspiring to it. And to have this culmination, because I'm 75, darling, I know I
You
don't
would
look
never
at it.
know. You would never
would
know.
You even ever think?
No.
But
look at your skin. Fabulous.
At this age, to be able to look back, understand that this is not only a success for me, but also for my parents who were sharecroppers and for everyone that I've worked with and who has supported me. So it's a great gift. And I'm in Seattle.
Yes, you are. And before we look at some photos of your work, talk to me about, how it feels to be here with your strong connection in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, it's a kind of return home. I worked at Pilchuck a few times as an artist in residence and actually even taught there. I've done glass actually around the United States and in Italy, and but when I say that, I tell them what to do because I'm not putting up, and blowing glass, please. So it's a wonderful thing to know that I'm in this real home of glass as work, as a place that I can visit and have great memories with. And it's also the other side of the country. So the idea that the geography and the vistas and this big sky is so glorious makes me feel great. And Seattle Art Museum is quite a wonderful space to exhibit in.
It absolutely is. And the exhibit is going to have more than 140 pieces.
That's 140, folks.
So what can people expect to see?
Well, a lot of my work is politically and socially oriented.
Okay.
My best voice is as an artist. The things that affect me, make me happy, or bother me are the same things that everybody else has. So I talk about it in my artwork. The other thing that I do is try to never let the context or the story outweigh just my consummate craftsmanship. So I always attempt to make the art festive and beautiful so that people will walk by de Kooning just to get to my work. I've also been a performer for years, so there is films of what I did, and I worked with Kayla Wall Muhammad for all of the 80s, and we were known as the Thunder Thigh Review. Don't say it. And we traveled around the United States, Scotland, Holland, Canada, doing work that we actually created ourselves. So I got a long line.
So
incredibly
incredible.
long line.
Your story is so incredible. And how do you hope people approach viewing your work and what you want their takeaway to be?
As a visual artist, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. I can't tell you what to think or how to understand my work. I can just present it to you. What I want you to do is feel and think. You don't have to agree with me. I don't even agree with me half the time. But I want you to look at it and have an experience. Really understand what these great institutions are, and while you're in it, take something from it. And have joy in the fact that there are people out there making artwork, which to me is one of the bedrocks of any society.
Incredible. And we have some photos of some of your work here.
Really?
So describe here what we're seeing.
Well, this looks like one of my things on DNA. the natural answer. And so that's the chain, and talking about how people are, how slowly, he's on a turtle, how slowly it takes for people to evolve no matter what we say.
Okay, and this piece right here, stunning.
I do a lot of jewelry, and I do a lot of jewelry that sometimes is about negative things. It's a conceit between me and the wearer, because once you wear it, something like this that is a pectoral or really a monumental piece, then you've got to have the cojones to talk to people and under.
And that's a necklace, right?
Yes, that's a big one.
That's stunning.
That's a quilt that's my family legacy. Me as a kid, and a dream on the top. My mother's giving me my needle, which is my passport for my work, and at the bottom is my parents.
Wow. And what are we seeing there? Another beautiful piece.
That's a giant necklace that was mine until I was offered a lot of money, and I said, of course you can buy it. But it's really a treasure trove for me, and all the things that I've made and have given, and throughout my life, the tchotchkes that I kept, I made into a large necklace. Do a lot with Buddha. Buddha's not a god. He's just a really elevated guy, and I think this is wonderful. This piece is called Buddha Gives Basketball to the Ghetto, and it talks about perseverance.
And
that's a large glass piece mixed with beadwork.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here. You are so inspiring, and I can't wait to see this at SAM.
Thank you. Come.
And just a reminder, this retrospective runs through January 19th of next year, so you'll be sure to head out to SAM and check that out. You'll have a lot of time there, which we love hearing about. So thanks so much for spending time with us today. You can check out our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. So don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.